I thought I'd do a little bit of a recap as to how the run went, see if I can get my thoughts into some kind of coherent fashion. I already spot some troublemakers. Funky, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh. My main concern was my quad being tight and my hamstring being tight, which was leaving me quite a lot of discomfort. But yeah, that first hill, a nice long steep downhill, took off down there way too fast, but it's the only way I could control the pain. I was running with a friend who is significantly faster than me, and she stayed with me for a couple of miles. I actually probably just slowed her down her race.
Mama, wait for me!
Thanks, Joy, for coming with me. Trying to keep up with kind of a hybrid pace between mine and hers was challenging. Made the decision to stick to my own run, my own game plan. That meant that running around 7-minute kilometres, which was the plan, to get me in sub 2:30. Bear in mind, my original PB was 2:49. Oh, no idea where I'm going today. I could end up getting very, very lost. Abort mission. I'm heading back the way I've come. Whilst I don't mind a bit of mud, today is not that day. Well, having decided to run my own race, try and maintain those 7-minute kilometres, knowing there's still a few big hills to go, I decided to push a little bit faster. So I came through those first flatter sections around about 6:45, I think it was. I'm going to go warn Sean about the copious amounts of mud. Last time I did an event, I started off really well, and then ended up just dropping so far back, it was unbearable. So the goal for this one was to make sure that I controlled my pace, trying not to lose too much in terms of time on everybody, and in the second half come on strong. The only real niggle I had was a tight left hamstring, which is kind of funny, because actually it's my right that's been playing up. Didn't want to stop and stretch, so I ended up using the change of gait to open the legs a bit more and loosen it off. This point in the second half of the run is where on the recce things went a little bit south. I'm going back the way I've come. I haven't avoided the mud. Look at that. So focused on the sunset or the sun and the view, and then he went sliding down the hill there. One of the things that I got majorly wrong last time, I knew I was running those efforts. I didn't really fuel accordingly, so I've been running so much the ultra training where it's all zone 2, low intensity stuff, that I've never really had to stress too much about nutrition. I only really thought about the long-term implications of it, because I knew I was going to be working in that much more aerobic manner. The strategy was fuel hard and fuel early. So I went into the run with some fast sugars and Skittles, a few gels, and a malt loaf bar. Nice and easy to digest. The strategy was roughly every 25-30 minutes, get something in. Again, learning from experience, if I eat too much at once, I can suffer. Essentially spent 2.5 hours just grazing, which was wonderful. Oh, today is hard, much harder than it's supposed to be. Just puddles and puddles and puddles. It doesn't end. Well, oh my God. Oh, maybe I will bottle it and turn around. The thing is, with my mic, I don't want to fall. We'll fight our way through. and see if it gets any better. There's a bit of gravel under here. Let's give it a blast. Right, okay, so where was I? Didn't bonk, legs didn't feel heavy. Oh, I'm prancing. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, what a disaster. We're gonna work our way back out of this. So I spent half of yesterday wading through water in my boots, and I'm doing it in my trail shoes. This Strava map's gonna be interesting. It looks like I've tied a GPS to some kind of rabbit. Right, I'm gonna walk through this so I don't slip. And I can run again. Maybe not. For those of you not in the UK, because there are a few people watching from other places, we have had a absolute ton of rain. A little confidence boost is the second half of the race, I started passing people. Yeah, it leads me into nursing myself around. So hamstring held up, quad held up, knee held up, got to the last hill and decided didn't really need to worry about my heart rate anymore. I'd been drifting for about 20 minutes, so I was already up in a pretty high heart rate. And I thought, sod it, I'm just gonna let it go. So at this point, I lost all audio from my microphones. Still have absolutely no idea why or how that happened. As you can see here, what I was saying was utterly thrilling and enthralling and captivating. Genuinely hilarious anecdotes and puns. Unfortunately, lost for all time. But the important part of what I'm trying to say, the strategy for the race has gone really well. So that last little bit, pushed up the hill, felt a good pace, good rhythm, even though it was quite a steep hill. Now, this is actually where things started to go slightly wrong. Go to the park and 100 metres in front of you have the finish line. And just before you get to it, you get turned left. And you have to run all the way around the park to come back up. So obviously quite straightforward, just one loop of the park. But making sure you take the right turn so you stay on course is important. Continued round the loop, followed the path up to the next marshal, who then told me that I'd gone the wrong way. I had a little bit, probably 200 metres detour, and from that detour I've added a little bit onto the run. So my final time was 2:26.44 on the chip. However, Strava, my actual half marathon distance was 2:25.25. Really happy, no complaints. So what you can see here is Sean leaving the park to go get the kids because my run has dragged out and run on way longer than anticipated. So I made the genius decision to navigate like a pro back to meet her because, of course, clambering across the fields in the wet mud as it's getting dark couldn't possibly go wrong, could it? Well, I found the footpath. Oh, it's really fun. And there's four-legged things in there. Follow the watch. So this is supposed to go straight across that mud. Wonderful. Oh, in for a penny. So, whilst the footpath goes straight, I'm going around the edge. Well, this is an unexpected adventure. If I remember correctly, last time I came here, we struggled to find a route. But I've got my light in my bag. Hopefully I won't have to bed down. I think I'll go across. Yeah. So, I'm slipping everywhere. So we've got footpaths as right of way in the UK. And obviously this one goes directly across the freshly ploughed field. Well, this looks pretty familiar. I think I came across here when it was full of wheat or whatever they were growing in the summer last year. I think those woods at the end are where I got lost. So hopefully a better outcome this time. Looks like a footpath marker up front. So far so good. So before coming out, I contemplated bringing my road shoes. That would have been tragic. We are in the woodland I got lost in before. This looks like a path. Came here last year with my mate Andy and we got a bit lost. Now the path I'm on doesn't really match the path on my watch. So we'll see how this goes. I think it's time to put the head torch on. Oh, just mud. I can't run, it's too dark. Got my light on. Hopefully, if I can slide my way downhill. If I can slide my way down here, it'll improve. Oh. Aha! Can move again. Hello? I'm in some kind of woodland in the dark. Trying to figure out how on earth I'm going. Getting back to. It's pretty dark now. I'm out of the woods though, which means civilization and safety. I don't know how much running I've done today. Probably very little. I think it's safe to say that was almost exclusively walking, slipping, sliding, sludging and slodging. And but yeah, we got it done, probably 10 minutes left. Just gonna jog up through the village and navigate my way over the main road to the other little village where Mum lives. So yeah, that'll probably be me for the video. I'm also out of battery. I'm definitely out of light and I've got no idea where I'm going.